Hi everybody, welcome back to Cids Modded Life Season 2, Episode 27 with me, Cid. And last episode, apart from, I've got this, I've been AFKing, well not AFKing, I mean actually exploring, but we got the tree farm running, and we've got everything going into black hole storage units from Industrial Forgoings, in this rather unpleasant dank hole. So we've got 3,500 oak, a few apples, not really too worried about apples, some saplings. This is doing its own thing. Now I may put some other tree types in here, but for the time being we're doing oak. And over here we have got sludge. We've got 96 buckets of sludge at the moment, and we need to do something with that. Now the sludge, if we actually have a look at sludge, there is a sludge refiner, which in the old Manufacturer Reloaded was the sludge boiler. But basically, the sludge refiner, and one bucket of sludge, and it will produce earth-like materials. So if we were to go in here and have a look at, let's have a look at the uses for that if I can. No, you're not going to tell me, are you? You probably, yeah, it's no biggie. But we can have a look at that. Yeah, make the sludge refiner, and it will make clay, dirt, gravel, mycelium, podzol, sand, and yeah, I mean it's not a biggie, but we don't really want that sludge. And clay and stuff are always handy. The more clay you have, the better. So what I thought about was that this area over here we will turn into a sewage refinery, and I've got a few ideas. So I'm going to need to grab some materials, and let's see what we can come up with, shall we? Alright, got a few materials to start off with. It's not everything I need, but you need to start somewhere. And what I thought we would do is we're going to do something about this hole in the ground over here as well. That's a given. But what we'll do is we'll start off around about here, and we'll just bring this all the way back to here, I think, to start off with. And we're going to have, I don't know, maybe the path, if we bring the path up here. Yeah, that works. Let me just do this a little bit. So that will be the path up. We'll come this way. And we'll take that out. That is not gonna work. Green white trillium. Uses. Make white plant dye. Okay. So over here, what we're going to do is we are going to grab our chisel, and we're going to get some of this going on the old brownstone, and we'll start off back here. 1, 2, like this, 2, and we'll come back to here. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. Should I go too much? I don't know. 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, I suppose that's too bad. We're going to be taking all of this out of the middle, and we'll do some work back at the wall over there. And if you've seen water treatment works, this is kind of I suppose kind of the feel I'm looking for. We're going to come back to there, like that. I think we'll do that. That should give us the overall effect. we're looking for over here. And a little bit of spreading around. Yeah, we'll do that. May need more brownstone yet, but that will all come along down here. And then we'll replace the floor with this as well. And eventually we'll have a fairly shallow looking hole in the ground, which will be nice. Everybody likes a nice hole in the ground to start off with. Yeah, do that back here. I'm probably going to need more of this, almost certainly, especially if I want to do 2 of these, which I do. Bang, get you done. Oops. Gives us the basis of this. We shall... How are we doing? Well, we're not desperate to sleep yet, but I'm going to grab you, and you are going to become this, which we shall come back to in a mo. Now we'll sleep. Again, I know I'm being a little bit paranoid with my sleeping habits in this pack, but given the amount of chisels and bits we have, I really am loath to trust pure chance with creepers and the likes. It's just waiting for an accident to happen if we treat it as a non-threat, shall we say. I'm not worried about them blowing me up. That's not a major issue. Well, I mean, it is a major issue, but you know, it's not a major issue either. And then we'll take this and we'll come up to here. Not there. That's a bit too. And then we'll probably take it and just... Oh, hang on. We can't have you there, can we? That doesn't work either. Now, of course, none of this is getting... I could have just stuck a hole in the ground and put a sludge boiler in. None of this is getting that sorted. This is all cosmetic. So what we will do is we're going to come around to here and we'll do this all the way up. I think that will be, oops, high enough. And we'll do some, I don't know, we'll probably do something a little bit different on over there. Not really bothered about half of this stuff, but it's wrong to waste things, so we shall do it all properly. And then we'll get rid of some seeds just because I really don't want them. Yep, that'll do. Right, chisels and bits bag and a chisel, and we're going to take you, and this is going to be, well, what we'll do is we shall 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Not too much, I think so. 9 10. That works. And then we can grab you, and this can go, and we'll copy you and do that and that, and then we'll change to placement mode and just make, probably run out before we get all the way around, so we'll and again switch to replace. I'm actually tempted to do a placement there as well, I think, just because. So that gives us a very crude concrete hole. And what we're going to do is we've got some plates, but I'm going to repeat this on the other side, and I will come back once we've got that done. All right, so accomplishments so far: big ugly concrete structure, needs work. I've thrown in a couple of these doors just because they're cool, and they kind of fit the build. We've got some stuff going on here, and nothing much going on here except there's a hole in the ground and that. Now, of course, we realised that we could quite easily have just gone with bog standard. Let me just put some of these here. That should do the trick. I don't think we need more than 2, because this is just so we can get out. And if we have the same at this side, we'll just run around here. I don't intend to fall in very often, especially not the sludge side, because that's going to be unpleasant. There we go. Perfect. And maybe actually we could do something like this. Just, yeah, that works. Then we can get rid of that. Right, so the plan is simple. We're going to take some dirt for the time. Bit of lag. We're going to come in here, and this is going to be our outflow. This is going to be where the treated water or treated sludge comes out, and it's going to come out here and here. So what we'll do is we'll place a block of water source block there and there. That will just give us our levels. And we'll sleep quick. Oh, well, we'll not sleep quickly, but we'll sleep in a moment. One suggestion has been made as a clock tower on that building, and I think I might go with that. I can't remember whose suggestion it was. Apologies, I'm a terrible person, I know. But yeah, I do like the idea of putting a clock tower at one end. And again, on those often in those industrial buildings, you would find that kind of thing anyway. Shoo! I have got some rusty pipe. And I've got some iron pipe, and I've got a chisel, which we can just chisel that away and do the same over here. And what we can do then is we can take some of this, and if I were to use this as a guide, come in 1, 2 perhaps, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we can do this. We can kind of come 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oops. 1, 2, 1, 1. 1, 1, 2. See, I think that's going to be too much, isn't it? Yeah. So we need to revise this, because if I look at that, that's where we need to be on this bit here. So we could do that. That'll do the trick. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Then come in 1 on that, like so. Oops. No. And eventually we should get that kind of thing going on, and then we'll come up 1 here and here and there, like this. Just bringing this all up 1 across the board. Hopefully this will look okay once it's done. I don't think I've ever tried to make such a blatantly obvious pipe before, but Let me do connected material now. Nope. Ah, damn you. Okay, well, that's all right. I can still do this manually. That's not a major issue. Let me just see. I'm wondering whether I should have put this about half, because let me just have a think here. Out of there to there. So if I were doing that on this, and then we were coming over to here and doing something similar. 2, 3, 4. Let me just do this. I don't want to spend hours doing the chisels and bits on camera. It's a tedious process, as you know, and it's sometimes I'm kind of designing in my head at the same time that I'm trying to work and talk, and you know, mistakes may get made, and yeah. So I shall be back once I have got something that looks passable. See you in a mo. You know what? I consider myself reasonably good with chisels and bits. But I really did struggle there. So we're going to try a different tack. It's not necessarily, I don't know whether this will work, but it's worth a try. Fluid pipe. Now if I place you there, you don't connect, do you? Oh, damn you. Right, have I got the capability of... You can't chisel, so we need multi-part to... If that was multi-part enabled. And I presume that's... Hang on, let's just go with block, and we want replay. No, just place. Yeah, it's just not happening. Okay, well there is actually a solution to this, because this is we can make more of this for starters, so we'll need more than 8. So we'll grab you. We'll make we'll get another, not 16. I only need 12. Make another 12 plates, which will be put together like so. That will go in there. That can go away. They can go in there. We'll drop off those. We shall put away our bits because they're not going to get used. And we'll just drop off those blocks that we don't want there. Oh, and we have another bit there. Perfect, and that can go away. And then with a little bit of that, we can go and get rid of those out of our inventory, and the world will be good and happy. And then we should be able to go in here and find 1, 2, 3, 4 basalt. Have I got? Yes, I've got that. Good. Everything's coming up. It's getting on, but we'll sleep on the sleeping bag out near the build. Haven't done anything with the path beyond fill it in just to get that kind of going, but yeah, I've got an idea here, and hopefully it will work. It may not, you know, stranger things have happened, and this wouldn't be the first time that I've had an idea and it's failed. So what we'll do is we'll come in here and we shall place a piece of basalt there, and then we shall place you going 1, 2, 3. I may put some concrete above that. We've got it, so we might as well. Let's in fact, yeah, where's my back's gone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just makes sense, I think, to make sure that this is concrete wherever the stone is, and that one perhaps as well. Okay, and then we'll do the same here. We'll come in there. We'll stick a little piece of basalt in that. We'll take our pipe and go 1 and 2 and 3. So that looks like a pipe outlet to me. Now the next thing we need to do, and you can't do this, that's the only problem. We're just going to have to work with what we've got here, I think. Yeah, let's get this filled. It's funny, you know, you don't miss not being able to muck around with water until you can't, aka SevTech. Just the ability to place water source blocks is such a trivial and yet huge. Now I'm not happy with that. Let's have a look. Alright, let me just grab my chisel bag and chisel. See what we got. Have we got any of these for starters? And if we have, does it make a difference? Let's start with that. Well, if I come in here, see that? Yeah, that's definitely got a dip down there. So if I do 1, 2, that does make a difference, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it does. Don't know whether I've got enough to... It just levels the liquid off. Alright, so that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to chisel up a block of this. And yeah, just... Oops. Alt. Bang. Da 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 da. And to be fair, it will round it off nicely as well, so that in itself is not necessarily a bad thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we will obviously want to do the same with the top. Now if I do that, that's too high, so undo. So what we're going to need to do then is do connector material and just fill these in. I'll not bother with the blueprint because there really isn't a significant enough amount. A significant amount. Oh, hello. Appears I missed something. Right, it's not a problem. We'll just we'll fix that. Yeah. Anyway, let me just work a bit on this side. That side is going to be slightly different, so we'll come back to that in a moment. All right. So this particular side, the idea is that we want it to look like. Nope. We want it to look like the sludge is coming from into here and then being drained out. So what we're going to do is we're going to have that going on, a nice little bit of pipe. We can, you know, do various bits and pieces around that. That's not a problem. Let's go and grab some sludge. We're going to need, fortunately, we're going to need several trips for this, but let's just see how this works when we, because obviously it's not infinite, so that is our first issue. So if we, the only problem with concrete, you move too damn fast on it. So if I go there, it flows out very slowly, and we can certainly fill this up with the sludge. That's not a problem. So that's my next job, fill this with sludge, and then we can actually start and look at doing something with the sludge rather than this fancy build we're doing here. Well, actually industrial build, but you know what I mean. I mean, this. Oh, I should have gone around the other side. It's debatable whether I need to fill in every hole, but I don't really want this to be flowing. I just want this to be... I may leave a gap over there to make it look like there's maybe a flow out. Might work. Yeah. Okay. Back in a mo. Okay, so I've filled in the ponds. I've had an idea. I've had a brainy wave, so to speak, and there is a saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans. Now we're not going to do as the Romans. We are going to have a look at no, maybe that one. I don't know actually. Might get away with a bit of that. We are going to drop off a whole load of stuff as well if we can. Oh, I wanted to. That and that can go. That can definitely go. They can go. Let's head over and see what we can do with this. So I was trying to make a round pipe and failing quite abysmally. But of course, we don't need a round pipe. We can copy this style of pipe. So if I were to, for example, place this here, no, there, I can quite easily see straight away that we need to take this and shave off 2 from the top, I think. Yep, 2 from the top. So let's ship plane 1, 2, and then therefore we're going to be 2 from the side, 2 from that side, and 2 from that side. And probably, if I'm being equal, probably 2 from the bottom as well. So that gives us that. Now, well, does it? No. That definitely needs to stay. Okay. So that is then how do I do this? I suppose if I take a line here and go 1, 2 and then do 1, 2 like this, that's too much, isn't it? Because I really needed to leave that on there. Doesn't matter, we can work with it. Let's have a think. How do I want to play this now? Take connected plane, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then what we would have, the reality would be a cut through there and a cut through there. Yeah. I think we're onto something. Connected plane. Then we can oh, I see. Yes, I got you. Sorry, I thought I heard something. And I hate it when you think you hear something, because invariably you haven't. Put a bit there. Oops, no, hang on then. Let's try that again. We'll put a bit there. No, undo. There and there. There and there. Take the line, go 1, 2. 1, 2. Chop, chop. Chop, chop. Chop, 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 chop. Then we can go with connected plane there. Oh no. There. And there. And that, whilst not being perfect, isn't bad. Alright, so we've got that bit now. Then what we want is to get this bit, which is a similar kind of thing. We're going to place you there, and I'll chisel that out. We'll do a vertical one, which we can place in and then run down. Yeah, I think that will work. Yeah, let me just work on this a bit and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we're getting there steadily. We need one thing though, which we've not built yet, I don't think, and that's a chisel and bits tank. To get the liquid bits. That sludge is lethal. You throw anything in it, it just burns right up. I haven't tried jumping in it myself yet. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I will, to be honest, but let me get rid of those. You should be more or less done with. I didn't use that, so that's good. You are immersive engineering pipes. You can go in there. You can go back over there, and then we need to have a look at chisels and bits tank, which should be a log, glass, and thing. So a log, glass, should have a little bit of that. 1, 2, 3, and a piece of iron. With a bit of luck it was a glass block. I didn't actually, yes it was, good. You know when you're like going, I don't know whether I should have been using a pane there or not. Tree farm's just going mad. I may have to turn it off at some point. It's just constantness. So I've got a piece here ready. This is all raring to go. So what we can do is we'll head down here. We'll get a bucket of you and place you in there, and then we'll empty you full out of chiseliness until you are nice and empty, and my bits bag is all full. And too fast, this bloody axe, I tell you, too fast. And now we've got chiseled sludge. What we can do is we've got time. We can basically go and just put this in here to give us a sludge stream. I know it sounds gross, it probably is gross, but that's what we got. And then we'll just take you, pick it up, quickly sleep, and then go and place it neatly. Over here, blob like that. You are missing some bits as best I can tell. There we go, fixed. Did I duplicate that? I did duplicate that error here. Interesting. The only problem when you with chisels and bits is when you're working with it, if you make an error, you're going to copy that error repeatedly. Now we may not have made the error over there, we'll check it in the water, but at least with water we can, it doesn't do that. And you can't actually, you really can't see that thing. There is a sludge flow over there. But what we then need to do is we're going to need to, well, first things first, let's try and rationalize this a little bit. I don't think I'll ever want that again. We'll get rid of you. I don't think we want it. I don't think we need you. Dirt. I think everything else there is fine. We'll take this. We'll take a bucket and grab some water and do that and get a whole load of water bits. Only 4,000, so it's only one slot in the bucket. And with a bit of luck, we should be able to take those. Now, here is a question. And I think the answer is yes, we will do it like this. It's probably a lot easier. Take them out, place them on solid ground, put the bits in, and have done with. And again, it's the same old, same old. We're going to fill this up on both sides. Go to a connected material just to fill that up. I should have done that the first time round. Pick these up and put them in. Now fortunately we can't get that little bit beneath there. That would just completely, we can do that, but that just kind of breaks the immersion. So yeah, we could I think we could potentially maybe sculpt a block which is, yeah, let's just try that. Let me get this again. I don't know whether we'll get away with this or not, because it's a peculiar setup, but let me grab another block of water, do that, get a whole load of bits out. And then what we can do is, if I get you and put you into that line mode, and then where are we? So we take that one in, take that one out, do the same there and there and there, like that. That should give us a solid bit there. And then if we take a plane and just bring that up to, see, it doesn't work. It just does not work. Oh no, you can't. Of course you can't actually, just because it's a chisels and bits block doesn't mean you can actually do anything with it. So yeah, what I think we'll have to do is we'll take this, oh, come on, we'll take the water out that we've placed and just let it go like that, and we'll have to settle for having the gap. There's just not much we can do about that, but that's fine, because now we've got running water coming out of there, we've got running sludge coming out of there, well, you know, sludge. We can take these apart, because I don't think we need these again, and if we do, we've already got them in the models. So that's the decorative work done. What we need to actually do is a bit of the technical work, so I'm going to just double check my timing, and I'll be back in a second. Spent so long doing the fancy work that we've run out of time to do the technical, and I'm conscious that the last couple of episodes I have overrun. So let me just try and get this in. We'll pretty fire this up and finalize it next episode, I think, but there we go. Until next time. F3 3, there we go. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.